Man, every time I think I've seen it all, Florida finds a way to prove me wrong. A mother, yes, a mother, got arrested after police found three kids locked inside the trunk of her car in the middle of a hot day while she was in Walmart shopping. Now, look, I've seen people leave pets in the car, I've seen people forget their groceries, but three kids in the trunk, we got to talk about this because this right here is beyond insane. What's up, family? Welcome back to Inside the Scoop Report, where we break down the wildest, realest, and most unbelievable stories happening across the country. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, smash that like, share this video, and drop your city and state in the comments because this one right here is straight up heartbreaking. We're talking about a Florida mom who left her kids locked inside the trunk of her car while she went shopping in almost 100-degree heat. Now let's get into it.
Facing charges after she allegedly left her children in a hot car.
And exclusively tonight, we're hearing from one of the people who stepped in to save the young children. Local 10's Brett Neese joining us live now from Fort Lauderdale with.
This woman stepped in after another man told police that he heard the children knocking from inside of the trunk. Just a bizarre scenario that could have had a much different outcome had this woman and others not intervened. This is the Walmart police say Ciera Washington was inside for nearly 40 minutes while her three young kids were left out in the car.
Listen, kids off limits to me. Kids, when it comes to that, I don't care who you are, what color you are. Don't hurt a kid in front of me. Just.
Synethia Lewis was also shopping at this Walmart on Sunday.
Y'all, I don't want to cuss, but this is a damn shame, really. It's sad. So she was in the store for 40 minutes. Do y'all not know that her children could have been unalived in their car just from the heat? So real quick, according to people in DC, Miami, and the Lake County Sheriff's Office, it was witnesses walking through the parking lot and they heard crying, they heard banging noises, and then when they got closer, they realized it was from inside that car. And so, like any upstanding citizen would do, they called 911. Deputies arrived, they popped the trunk, and they found the three children. The children, y'all, were ages 5, 6, and 8, sweating, crying, and scared out of their minds. Now, real talk, what would you do if you walked past a car and heard the kids cry from the trunk? Would you try to open the trunk, call 911, or confront the driver? Which one would you do? Or would you do all three? Now, let's talk about the conditions that those babies were in. Outside temperature that day was hot, like nearly 100 degrees. And you already know how hot Florida sun gets if you ever been there. Y'all, it gets really hot. So imagine what it's like inside of a closed trunk. Now, police said that the inside temperature could have easily hit 120 to 130 degrees. That's enough to cause heat stroke, brain damage, or even worse. The kids were red-faced and barely responsive when they were pulled out. How do you get to a point where you think that this is okay? Like, what's going on through your mind to make you say, yeah, the trunk will do? Are you serious? So when the deputies found the mother, and trust me, they found her real quick. Can you believe she tried to play it off? She tried to play it off him. Let's go back into this news clip real quick.
Walking out, she overheard people talking about kids in a car and went to check out what was going on. She says she was the one who first opened the car door.
As soon as I open the door, I see the first kid. He's like on the floor of the car. No clothes, just a diaper on.
One on the floor, another somehow in the trunk of the car, according to Lewis. She says one of the kids was 7 years old, while the other two were likely under the age of 2.
But the The two babies was just diapers. They was wet, like drenched.
Washington's arrest form says security video shows her walking in with only a friend around 3:07 in the afternoon before finally leaving the store around 3:46. That form also says the car was turned off, there was no AC running, and all of the windows were up. Washington faced a judge Monday morning after police arrested her on 3 counts of child neglect.
I am going to set the
Okay, 3 counts of child neglect. Left the kids in the car, diapers only, and feces, to go into Walmart with her friend for over 40 minutes. Now, come on now. How do you not know where 3 entire children are? You play it off. Then they say she changed her story and said that the kids were playing a game and hid in there on their own. I don't know about you, but if my kids are playing hide and seek in the trunk, that's off limits. It's not a hiding spot. That's a hazard. Do y'all think she really didn't know? Or was it just her trying to cover herself after getting caught? So, of course, she was arrested on the spot. She was charged with felony child neglect and endangering the welfare of minors. The sheriff office did say that the children were immediately taken to a nearby hospital to be checked for heat exhaustion, and thankfully, they survived. That could have ended in tragedy and within minutes. Deputies said that if those witnesses had stepped in when they did, then we'll be talking about something much darker right now. How many of y'all believe that people should automatically lose custody after putting their kids in danger like that? Let me know in the comments. I want to put this back into perspective for y'all, but let's finish this news clip.
bonds at $1,000 each on counts 1, 2, and 3.
And about an hour or so ago, Washington did post that bond. The judge also ordering her to have no contact with those kids, pending the outcome of a dependency hearing. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Brett Neese, Local 10 News.
That's rightfully so. They did the right thing. She do not deserve to be around those children because of the fact that she put them in danger like that. Let me put this into perspective for you. Even if it's only 85 degrees outside, the inside of a car, it can reach 110 degrees in just 10 minutes. Now, add a closed trunk on top of that. No airflow, no circulation. That's a slow oven. Kids can't regulate body temperature like adults can. So by the time they start overheating, it's already life-threatening. We hear these stories every summer. Pets, babies, kids, and yet people still don't get it. Why do y'all think people keep making the same mistake every year after year, though the warnings are everywhere? Some of those witnesses that spoke out, they were traumatized by what they saw. One woman said she'll never forget the sound of those kids crying. And when she realized that it was kids and not some sort of pet, she felt sick to her stomach. I don't blame her. Another witness said that they yelled for the mom, and she acted annoyed, like people were overreacting. I'm sorry, what? So you get caught leaving kids in a car trunk and your reaction is annoyance. How do y'all think bystanders should react in moments? I mean, calmly call 911 or confront the person right away. Now, the Florida Department of Children and Families has stepped in. That's DCF for y'all who don't know. They removed the kids from our custody and opened a full investigation. The mom is currently out on bond, but the judge ordered her to stay away from them kids until further notice. Prosecutors said they're considering additional charges because of how severe the situation was. So she's facing real time, and honestly, it's hard to feel bad for her. Do y'all think she deserves jail time, or should she be forced into parenting and mental health programs? Let me know what y'all think. Here's how I see it, family. Being a parent ain't easy, but being careless like this, that's not just bad judgment, that's criminal. These are kids. They depend on you for everything. Safety, food, protection. You can't leave them in a trunk and then act confused when people call it abuse. I don't care how stressed out you are, how hot it is, or how quickly your Walmart run was supposed to be. You don't leave kids in your car, and definitely not in a trunk. Are stories like this about bad parenting or something deeper like mental breakdowns and lack of support. So, yeah, family, another tragic story that could have been avoided with a little common sense and care. Three kids got locked in a trunk on a summer day in Florida. Thank goodness someone heard them in time. This is your reminder. Check your cars, check your surroundings, speak up when you see something that doesn't feel right, because sometimes that one moment of courage, it can save a life. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think should happen to this mom, and what more can be done to stop these kinds of incidents from happening? And don't forget, subscribe, like, and share this video, because this is the kind of story that people need to hear. This is Inside a Scoop Report, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay alert, stay human, and remember, protecting kids isn't optional.